You are now tuned in to Hot Topics with Donna. And on this show, we do one thing: keep it real hot. That's honest, open, and transparent. If you didn't know, now you know. So sit back and unwind as we bring the vibe and a little bit of glorious sunshine to your heart, soul, and mind. Your lovely host, Hot Donna, will be with you in just a few moments. But while you wait, go ahead and set an atmosphere of peace in your space. If you can, cut the lights down low, get your hydration on, vibrations on. Cause tonight, you're about to receive some delicious food for your soul. Are you ready? 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 It's about to get hot. You are indeed in the one and only place to be this evening. We appreciate you for joining us, and in just a few moments, we about to turn the heat all the way up. That's right. It's about to go down right now on Hot Topics with Donna. Show your virtual love by smashing that thumbs up and heart icon as many times as you can. And without further ado, I have the distinct pleasure of introducing your host, the one and only Hot Donna.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Hot Topics with Donna. Hey, Lynetta. Hey, Tony. So I'm going to get right into our interview tonight. I am so happy that I get to interview this young guy that we tried to interview last week. However, we're going to get this interview. We're going to get this interview together. Sorry about that, guys. We're going to get this interview together. So just hold on. So I am your host, Donna Taylor. And HOT stands for honest, open, and transparent. And that's how we should be. That's how we should be with our friends, our co-workers, and just how we should be in life. And so I always have a word. I always have a word for my guests. And the word that I have today is perseverance. And the scripture comes from Hebrews 12, 1 through 2. It says, "We are surrounded by a great cloud of people whose lives tell us that what faith means. So let us run the race that is before us and never give up. We should remove from our lives anything that would get in the way and that sin that would easily hold us back." And then it goes on to say, let us look only to Jesus, the only one who began our faith and who make it perfect. He suffered death on the cross, but he accepted the shame as if it were nothing because of the joy that God put before him. And now he is sitting at the right side of God's throne. So when we can persevere, we can do anything. We can truly do anything. So I'm going to go ahead and invite my guest to join my live and see if we can get him on. So just hold on, and then we're going to try to get him on. So I have sent him an invite, but I think he tried to send me one. Let me see if he'll be able to get on. And like I said, we're not going to be on here long tonight. Um, tell you guys,
Hello.
God is doing some truly amazing things in my life, and I just want to thank just thank him. Hi, how are you? Thank you for being able to get on. we
Oh yes, I persevered.
Yes, we had trouble. That's okay. But like I said, hey, you won't be the first or the last. But I am so thankful that you are on tonight. And the word that I chose for you is perseverance. And I always choose a word for my guests according to how the Holy Spirit leads me. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. It's just some music in the background, so I'm trying to drown it out.
Okay, that's okay. We can get. So tell me, how do you persevere? How do you persevere?
I by just going, living life the way God intended.
Right, right. And so, and that's a good way to be, because a lot of times we try to do things on our own, and when we can allow God to do those things, we can truly get through anything that's been thrown before us. And so, can you,
Excuse me, I couldn't hear you. You're breaking up a little bit.
okay, hold on. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Okay, so let's tell people who you are and where do you reside.
Excuse me, can you say that again?
I said, can you tell people who you are and where do you reside?
I can't hear you.
I say, can you tell people who you are and where do you live at? Where do you live?
My name is Razviel Ramos. I'm a photographer. I'm also doing I'm going to be doing male modeling, and I'm also a YouTuber. I work for Natalia's Elite, and I also work for RoboJoe Films, and I also own my own company called Magic Zombie Entertainment.
Right,
I'm also part of Mental Crasher Entertainment.
right. And so how
Oh,
long?
I'm also going into pro wrestling too. So
Oh, well, that's awesome. So let's talk about your photography. How long have you been a photographer?
I've been doing photography since I want to say 2011,
Mm-hmm.
like 10 years.
Okay, and so what was a pivoting point in your life that, caused you to get into photography?
Well, actually, I've always loved taking photos.
Mm-hmm.
I've taken on like photos at Buckley High School during the high meadow trip, and I was taking a lot of photos, and I shown it to my teachers, and my teachers were like, "Wow, you're really talented."
Wow. And so you work for Natalia, is that how she say her name?
Yeah, Natalia's Elite Entertainment. I'm a photographer there too. I'm also going to be a male model for her as well.
So have you ever modeled before?
No. Oh, well, I did cosplay modeling.
Okay, so this type of modeling, would you be on the runway and doing fashion shows and stuff like that?
I've never done fashion shows. I've done fashion shows as a photographer, but never as a model.
Okay, and so now that you're getting into modeling, what type of modeling would you be doing for her?
Well, I will be doing like mostly runway, and I also want to do IG modeling, Instagram modeling. That's what it means.
Mm-hmm. So so have you had any ideas of what, kind of style or look
Excuse me, can
for? Because
you repeat yourself?
I say, have you thought of a style that you're looking for when you start your modeling?
I usually just let God handle that.
Okay, okay. Yeah, because I mean, like me, there's certain things that I won't do as a model. I won't do the implied nudity. So, is there going to be a limit?
Excuse me, I can't hear you.
I said, is there going to be,
You're breaking up. I'm sorry.
okay. Um, Lynetta or Rudy, how am I on your end? If you guys are still on here, can you tell me if I'm breaking up or something? Can somebody give me some feedback? Rudy, if you're on here, Lynetta, if you're on here. So, how long have you been working as a photographer for Natalie?
For Natalia,
Yeah, for Natalia, excuse me.
I've been working for her since 2018.
Okay, and where is she based out of?
But I also work for where she's based out of, New Britain, Connecticut.
Okay, okay. And where do you reside? Where do you live?
Hartford, Connecticut.
Hartford, Connecticut as well. And so you have a Metal Crasher Entertainment, correct?
Yeah, that's a company that my friend owns. Eddie Romero. I've done some skits for him.
Mm-hmm.
I played a character named Red ZX4. He's a guy who wears a luchador mask, but he's not a wrestler. He's just a guy who breaks the fourth wall and gets into hijinks.
Right, right.
I've been playing him since 2011, and I want to say 2017 I sold the character to Mental Crash.
Okay, and so I saw on this site where you were giving your testimony, where you found out that you have autism. I don't know if he froze up or not, so we're just going to wait and see. But thank you guys for tuning in with Hot Topics with Donna. Truly thankful. I guess he froze and he went off, but I'm going to try to get him back on. Hold on, guys. Hold on. So, Lynetta or Rudy, if you're still on
Sorry about
here,
that.
just let me know if I freeze up or if
Donna, you still there?
yeah, I'm still here. I'm still here, love. So what I was asking you is,
I think it got me kicked out, so.
that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. You're fine. You're fine. So
Where were we?
I was talking about on your Metal Crasher Entertainment, you had did a video or a little segment of
What?
You had did a little clip talking about your autism.
Oh, yeah, I did a video about autism. I only did that as a spur of the moment.
Right.
And I was surprised that a lot of people loved that video.
Right. And so my question to you, because you said a lot of your family thought that you had dyslexia, correct?
Excuse me?
I said you stated in the video. I said you stated in the video that a lot of your family members thought that you had dyslexia.
Yeah, a lot of people thought in my family that I had dyslexia until my aunt from my mom's side of the family took a good look at me and said, he doesn't have dyslexia.
Right.
So she brought me to a doctor, and the doctor told me I had autism. She knew, she just wanted to make sure.
Right. Right. And at what age were you?
I want to say 20 years old.
Wow. And so I work with children and some teenagers that have autism, and it's very rare that, I haven't seen, that you were diagnosed at 20. So your mom didn't know when you were growing up?
Nobody knew. Everyone just thought I had dyslexia.
Right. And so when you got that diagnosis, how did it impact your life and your mother's life?
Well, at the time, my mother passed.
Okay.
So this happened after my mother passed.
Mm-hmm.
It was my
Wow.
aunt that just said, no, he never had dyslexia.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And so how do you do that as an adult at 20?
Excuse me?
I said, how did it affect you at 20 years old when you're just, as people say, in your prime of your life? How did that affect you?
It pretty much does. It does affect me at times. Time to time, I do have like difficulties at having attention,
Okay.
paying attention,
Hmm.
and among other things. I
So,
have a show on my Go ahead.
so do you find it hard to concentrate when it's a lot of stuff going on, or it just depends on what's going on at that moment?
A little bit of both.
Hmm. Hmm. So can you,
Because I was trying to say, go ahead.
go ahead.
I have a show on the Magic Zombie Entertainment. That's my production company called Surviving Autism,
Hmm.
which it talks about like my day-to-day life as an autistic male.
Right, right. So explain that to us. Give us, the viewers on here, kind of, just whatever you want to share of how you deal with autism being a male.
I just live life day by day.
Hmm.
Like I said, I just let God take wherever it goes.
And so what have been the challenges for you?
The challenges for me as an autistic male,
Yes.
it's like meeting new people.
Hmm.
I try to make new friends. I do make friends, new friends where I work at, which that's my private life, and I don't mention my private life on Facebook.
Right, right, right. So when you meet new people, are you approachable, or do they kind of be standoffish until they get to know who you are, or you show them your personality?
It's I just go and say hi,
Hmm.
and I just let them judge me right then and there because I've been bullied all my life.
Right. And
So
so do you think part of the bullying was because they didn't understand that you had a disability, and they didn't understand that you was trying to figure out who you were yourself?
yes, because I'm socially awkward,
Hmm. Hmm.
not on purpose though.
Oh no, I know that, and that's why I was asking with your photography, because most kids with autism, they are socially awkward until
The
they feel
the
comfortable.
photography helps my autism.
Huh?
Excuse me?
I said most kids I
Excuse me, I
know.
think we had a little lag, so
Okay, I said most kids with autism are socially awkward, and that's why I was going to say it's amazing that you're able to do photography being socially awkward.
yeah, because I'm a high functioning autistic.
Right, right. So do you have what they call Asperger's on that scale of the autism spectrum?
Excuse me?
I said, do you have more, because there are different levels. So would you consider yourself the high functioner, or they usually call them Asperger's, so he keeps popping out. I don't know why. But we're talking to a young man that has autism and didn't find out until he was 20 years old. And like a lot of you that's on here,
Sorry
autism,
about that. Again, it kicked me out.
that's okay. Autism affects people in different realms. And if you know anything about them, sometimes, they are socially awkward, but as you can see, um, he's able to be a photographer. And so before we got cut off, I was asking him, how is it that he can do photography being socially awkward?
Uh, not really.
I'll say something. He doesn't look approachable sometimes. So, and then with being socially awkward, it's kind of just hard for him to meet people.
Right, right. And so, just like,
He
you
doesn't
know,
look approachable because he's usually.
just like he said he was socially awkward, I was wondering how is it that he can do the pictures and feel confident in knowing that, you know, sometimes he is socially awkward. So with him taking photos, do that give him a kind of a distraction, if you will? Because
I
he's
think it
taking,
gives him. I think it gives him a confidence, but I don't really know. But
right.
I'm gonna go. But I just want to say that for him, and I feel like it gives him like a confidence. I see like two different people, so.
Well, no, if you want to
That
join,
was my
by all means, join. If you need to join, please.
roommate. And
If he don't mind you joining, join.
no, she has to step out, so
Okay.
I'm leaving.
And
she's
so,
leaving.
I'm going to work. I just wanted to say that.
so, so now that you have, they found out you was autistic. What have been some things you had to work on to not allow this to put you?
Excuse me?
I said, what are some things that you had to learn to do to not put you in a bad place?
I usually just have to just keep to myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying not to be disrespectful when I'm in like doing a photo shoot or anything because
Right.
I don't drink during photo shoots. And when I'm doing a like a photography job, I'm full on serious. I'm not
Okay.
playing around. I'm not doing that whole oh hee ha ha stuff.
Right, right, right. And so, do you, when you meet people, do you read their facial expressions to see if they are okay with you or you can be yourself with them?
If I notice,
But usually you just try to make yourself approachable if you can, if the environment
yeah,
is relaxing.
yeah,
And so, do you work a full-time job other than doing your YouTubing and all that kind of stuff?
I have a part-time job.
Okay. And so,
He just I,
I work at a hub. Let's just say that. Nobody needs to know where I work at.
okay, that's fine. That's fine.
like that sounds that sounds rude, but he's not even trying to be rude. He's just dry like that.
No, I mean, you know, and like I said, this platform is all about what people are comfortable with talking, you know, about. So I'm, you know, I'm good with that. But even in your part-time job, have you learned to just, you know, be confident in who you are, knowing that you are able to work? Because I know sometimes it may be
Yeah, I'm
hard.
confident.
So you're confident. And so do you think you will, have you tried, did you finish school? Because you know you said you was bullied. Were you able to complete school?
I've completed high school, but I never went to college. I don't believe in college.
Okay. And I mean, and you know, and everybody has their own preference, and you know, college is not, you know, meant for everybody, and that's whether you have an exceptional need or whether you're typically developing. Everybody doesn't, you know, college may not be for them, and that's totally fine, you know, because I had a son that, you know, he decided, well, college wasn't for him until later on in life, and so that's totally, you know, okay. It's okay, but. So now that you are doing all these things and you're YouTubing, what exactly do you do on YouTube?
I used to do skits
Mm-hmm.
under the Mental Crasher banner, but I do have a Magic Zombie banner
Mm-hmm.
YouTube account that I'm slowly trying to develop. But first things first, I need to get my computer fixed.
Right.
But I
And
usually
so
do skits.
what contents would be on there? What contents are you trying to put on your YouTubing?
Skits, like music video, parody of music videos, short films. I'm really into horror, so.
Oh, really? So how did you get into horror?
I've always been a horror fan. I've been a horror fan since I was a kid. I grew up with like the original Nightmare on Elm Street, Night of the Living Dead, all those good films.
And so when you start doing your YouTubing, is it just going to be a one-man skit show, or would you incorporate different people like family and friends of that sort?
I would. I used to do one-man skits, but I am slowly trying to get new people on helping me. But due to COVID and my job, it's a bit of a challenge.
Right. Absolutely, absolutely. So let me ask you this. So once you start doing your modeling, how do you think you're going to feel with all those people looking at you? What do you think
I'm
your
just gonna
first reaction?
I will be nervous. I'm not gonna lie, but I've done
Yeah.
acting. I've done public speaking, so I just have to get over that. But I think I'll be very confident with the modeling, especially with the wrestling too. So.
Right. And and just like for me, when I do fashion shows, I always look at, when I do fashion shows and I put on the garment, I can be someone else. It's like you have another personality depending on, the garment that you wear. And so when would you start your career, if you will, in modeling? When would you start?
I will start when I get my first training, because Natalia is going to be my trainer. A little shout out for her, Natalia Liberaki.
So is your agency?
That's the woman I work for. I am a photographer for her, but I also help her get like people.
Yeah, but I'm saying,
her
is
a
she
lot.
like a modeling agency?
Yes,
Does she have
she's like an agent.
Okay,
Natalia's
okay, yeah.
Entertainment.
Yeah, that's what I want to know. Was she, like an agent or whatever? And
Yeah.
so how many hours do you spend perfecting your photography?
Before I had a job, I would do it like around 2 or 3 hours a day. It just comes naturally to me.
That's good.
Because before I did fashion shows and stuff like that, I used to do baby showers, birthday parties, Christmas parties for my relatives, and they always paid me. So.
And so, what would you tell another young man or woman, if you had to, that have been diagnosed with having been autistic at a later stage in life? What would you tell them?
Don't let that take you down. Autism is just another hurdle for you to get over.
Yeah.
Just because you have it doesn't mean your life is over.
Exactly. And and that's why I chose the word for you, perseverance, because a lot of times when we go through challenges in life, sometimes it takes some perseverance to push forward, to know that, what, God got me. And truly, it sounded like you knew God had you, even though this was one thing you had to get over, but you didn't allow it to stop you. And where did that determination come from?
Where did determination come from?
Mm-hmm.
From me trying to do something with my life. I've been, like I said, I've been bullied, and I
Right.
did, there was two ways I could have went. I could have went on a dangerous route, or I could have went on a positive route. I chose the positive route.
Right, right. So when you say you could have chose the dangerous route, explain to us about that.
Usually when people are being bullied and have been harassed by relatives and all that, they
Yeah.
usually just take matters into their own hands,
Right.
grab a weapon and open fire and do something like that. I didn't want to do that.
Right. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. And and when we couldn't get on the first time, thank you guys for tuning in with Hot Topics. When we couldn't get on the first time, and I'm always a believer in God's timing, and I, and you haven't been the first guest that couldn't get on, for whatever reason, my end wasn't working. But I always believe God has a timing for everything. And I was so thankful that you was like, I want to do this because, one, it shows that no matter that you have autistic, you still, you have autism, sorry, but you're doing amazing things. You're doing amazing things, and you're not allowing your disability dictate how far you're going to go in life. And I love that because I have a daughter, she has Down syndrome, and I push her to be the best she can be, and when you can do that and not allow your disability to handicap you, if you will, that is the most precious thing you can ever do in life. Because if God say, no matter what your disability is, who are we to say how far we can go? And so what do you see yourself doing in the next year, the upcoming year? What do you see?
I'll most likely do, like I said, I'm doing more photography, YouTubing. I'm practicing to become an independent wrestling, to do independent wrestling, because I've been a wrestling fan since I was a baby.
Right, I did too. I used to love wrestling. Ric Flair was my favorite guy. Ric Flair and Ricky Steamboat.
I would like to do more interviews on my show. I want to plug my show, The Main Talk. I would like to have people come on my guest. I would like to have like Cuban Links on my show, Snow the Product, Rich Coase, aka the Son of Spenguli, Lou Ferrigno, the Incredible Hulk. I would love to interview those people on my show.
You can do that. We only limit ourselves. And, like I said, I'm looking forward to being on your platform as well next week. I am. But yeah, it's just amazing how when you can link with people. And, I always say, if being on my show changed one life and touched one life, then we've done what God has set forth for us to do. Because a lot of times, you could have easily said, by me being autistic, I could just shut down, don't want nobody to know. But by you sharing your story, you're helping someone else. And it may not be in the
like I said.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry to interrupt.
It may not be an adult that you help. It may be a child. To know that I'm good, because I don't know if you saw my show I did maybe a couple of weeks ago. I had a parent that had a child that have a child that's autistic, and he was in my classroom. And for me to see him from preschool to now, it's amazing, because you push them to do great things when sometimes society say, just put them away. They can't do this or they can't do that. But when you see people like you and people like my little friend that I had in preschool, to see them making great strides, those are the beauty of the things that you say, Lord, you're such an amazing God.
You know, like when I made that video, like I said, it was just a spur of the moment. I didn't know that a lot of people were gonna be so excited and say, "Oh my God, this
Yeah.
video helped me."
Yeah.
I only
Yeah.
did it as a spur of the moment.
But see, you thought you was doing it spur of the moment, but God knew that's what people needed because they needed to see a grown man able to still walk in his shoes and hold his own and accomplish amazing things, being a photographer, being a YouTuber, having all these amazing ideas and not allowing his disability shortchange him. And that speaks volume.
I also write I also write stories too. So
And so what kind of
so I
stories
do
do you
that as
like to
well.
what kind of stories do you like to write?
Superhero, action, horror, drama. I do a lot of it, and I always come up with great ideas, which I'm not going to share right now. You know, I don't want no one to take my ideas.
You know what I'm yeah, exactly. Because sometimes you have to move in silent until you make it happen. But so what so you kind of I'm kind of looking forward to being on the other end of the interview because believe it or not, I don't do many interviews. I'm always doing the interviewing. And so I'm really excited about being on your show next Monday. So I'm really looking forward
Yes,
to
next
that
week she's going to be on the main talk with the main man.
with the main man. So you guys, please, please, please support. Go um, follow
Excuse me,
him.
I can't hear you. It was lagging again.
I told people, please go follow you. When I be on the main talk, share his videos. You guys know me. I love to support. I love to share. And so whenever you see me share something, please just, all you gotta do is push one button and share. But so
Repeat yourself. You were lagging too many times.
I told people that whenever I share something of yours or whoever, all it takes is one click of the button and hit share. And that's how we network, and that's how we expose people and get people's, names out there. But on your platform, do you have questions or we just gonna go with the flow?
I just go with the flow. I just interviewed them, tell them about their platform, and just let them take over.
And so what is something else you would like to tell people before we close? What is something that they need to know about you, the real you?
Pretty much just check out more stuff coming out of Magic Zombie Entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
Also follow Mental Crasher Entertainment, RoboJoe Films, Natai's Elite. I know Natai's gonna want to talk to you because she's gonna want to be on your show too.
Okay, okay. Well,
Also, I want to give a little. Go ahead.
okay. I really thank you, and I think. Oh, and what? Wait. You had lost a lot of weight. You went on a weight loss journey.
Really?
Because I saw some pictures before and now.
Yeah.
So did you
Yeah, I lost a lot of weight.
go on a diet?
Excuse me, I can't hear you.
I said, did you go on a diet to lose weight?
I did keto and I fast.
Excuse me. And so how long did you do keto? How long did you do the keto diet?
I've been losing weight since 2016, gained it back, lost it again, gained it back, and
So when you say fasting, are you talking about like the intermediate fasting? I think he's froze again. So, yeah, he's froze again. Excuse me, guys. We're gonna Trying to add him. Okay. I don't know what's going on with his internet or my internet, but we're gonna wrap it up in a minute. But I just want to thank you guys for tuning in with another episode of Hot Topics with Donna. I am truly, truly thankful for just being able to come to you. Hey, Cedric. I'm just truly thankful. Cedric, you have to call me when I get off this live. Cedric is my son from California. He is the mastermind behind Hot Topics with Donna's song. And like I told you guys before in my other lives last week, Hot Topics is going to go to another level. We're going to be doing a lot of changes, and I will have interviews the first 2 weeks of December. And then after that, I will take a break. And so when I come back, I'll be done revamped. Hopefully by then, I'll be done had my website up and my new Facebook page. I am going to try to add him one more time to see if I can get him on. And apparently I cannot. So with that being said, yeah, I am just truly thankful, just so thankful. You guys just don't have any idea. So with that being said, if I cannot get him on here, it's still saying I'm trying to add you, Razviel, but if I cannot, thank you for just tuning in with Hot Topics with Donna. Because I don't know if our internet is acting up. It's still not allowing you to be added. But I just want to say thank you.
All right. So repeat yourself again.
No, I was just saying, I forgot what I was saying. But no, I was just saying it's amazing how you haven't allowed your disability to handicap you, because a lot of times, you know, people with disability, they, instead of them trying to move forward, they just say, well, I can't do this because of, you know, A, B, and C, whatever disabilities. And I'm just thankful that you chose to fight, you chose to move forward, you chose to have purpose and use your purpose in life. And I'm truly thankful that you said, okay, this is what I have, but this is not who I am.
Yeah.
And so,
And like I said before, just because you have autism doesn't mean it's the end of the world. Just
exactly.
You can conquer this.
And if you had one word for the viewers tonight, one powerful word, what would you tell them? What word would it be?
Determination. Just be determined that you're gonna succeed. Don't let the devil beat you.
Yes, that is such an amazing place to be, determination. And like I said, I'm so thankful that we got to do this interview. I'm truly thankful that you reached out to me, and continue to do what you're doing. Continue to be great. When, you know, things don't look right or things don't go the way that it seems, just know that God still got you. He still got you. And sometimes when we want to move forward, sometimes he's saying, I need you to stay right here. I need you to stay right here. It doesn't mean that he's not going to give it to you. It just means that we have to stay and wait. And I have to learn that myself. And so I want to wish you all the best, all the blessings. And I hope you have an amazing Thanksgiving. And I will see you next week. I'll be on the other end. I'll be on the other end. But as you said, determination. And you keep your determination, because you're doing great. You're doing amazing. So thank you for just tuning in with Hot Topics with Donna. And I will share this on my video, on my page as well, as you can share it on yours. And like I said, you just keep me posted on what time I'm supposed to come on. So is your
8 p.m.
live 8? You
8
said
p.m.
8? Oh, you trying to keep
Yeah.
me up. You trying to keep me up. But I will be on there. So is it gonna be the same setup like I did? You'll send me an invite through Facebook?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I will be looking forward to it. I will be ready. And so until then, you have a blessed night. Enjoy your Thanksgiving and just keep being amazing.
Okay. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, guys, thank you for tuning in with another episode of Hot Topics with Donna. As you know, I'll be back on Monday and Tuesday doing some more great interviews. Um, Cedric, thank you for popping up. Miss Faye, Jonice, Lynetta, Rudy, thank you guys for showing up on Hot Topics with Donna. Thank you guys for your support. Like I said, just be great and just like he said, be determined. And if you're determined, you can do anything. I mean, look at me. I didn't know I can be doing this live, but here I am, almost a whole year. A whole year. It seemed like it's been a year, but it has not. I started like the end of February, but it seemed like it's been forever. But I am truly grateful and thankful for everyone that support, everyone that comes on. And this is not easy when I come on, but I do it because this is how God gave it to me. So this is how I do it. And until then, and until tomorrow, if God's willing, I will be back tomorrow at 6:30 and for another great interview. And this young lady, she's gonna be coming live from Atlanta. So until tomorrow, you guys have a good night, and I will see you later. Bye.